Hello, this is Miho from Canada. How are you guys doing? I hope your mental and physical health are good and fit. So today, I'm talking about this, setting a limitations. I do this all the time, but now I'm conscious about it, so I try not to do too much like I used to do. Before, I wasn't conscious about it, so it's just like a habit. I pour all my energy into putting limitations on me. And this is not your fault entirely. When you're growing up, when you did something, maybe you were commented, oh, you can't do that. You know, like it's impossible for you, or that's not done. You know, like all those comments that you received throughout, growing up. And then you have that feeling that comes with it. Usually it's not good, or depressed, or sad. It's negative feelings. So every time you face some sort of challenge or something tough, you relive that feeling that happened in the past, which is already done. And it's not happening now, but you tend to go back to the past experience that where you felt that feeling of negativity and relive it. Then you pick up that feelings and then apply to whatever is happening right in front of you. So it's kind of wasting a lot of energy, and you feel drained because you haven't released that heaviness yet from your system. And then when you're growing up, you hear other people talk about that's impossible, that's not for you, or that's only for people who are smart, only for people who are fortunate or lucky, so it's not for you, or any sort of that line, putting on limitations. But really, when you really consciously thinking about it, when you get rid of these limitations, you're so free to explore and expand your being. Putting limitations, it really stops you from going forward. It's like exercise, as an example. You hit a certain point that you don't want to do it anymore. I often, or all the time. But instead of pouring that limitation's energy, you pour the energy into getting rid of that limitation. The body can do so much. You're just putting your mind into it to stop, making a stop to whatever the exercise or motion that you're doing. So the body get the signal to stop, and that's what it does. So it really has a body and mind connections. So when you put your mind free, almost like there's no limitation, you try or you pour your energy into get rid of that limitations, your body just can't go because there's no signal to stop. Your mind has a lot of power to decide what the body does for you. So when you give a consciousness to it, it really opens your options, and you make yourself really free and expand the way you like it. And that applies to any challenge that you want to do, because challenge is something is scary, and because you don't know what's going to be and it's never done it before, so you tend to put a lot of limitations from the past data that you collected over the years or from your growing up times. Then from that limited data, you put the limitations. Okay, I can't go over this because of those data that you've collected over the years. But when you look at people or others in the world, there's so many possibilities. People do so much, and it's endless opportunities, endless possibilities. So putting a lot of energy to get rid of these limitations are much better than putting an energy into limitations. So that applies to the luck as well. And luck is something that you think is just out of whim, but it's like a muscle. When you exercise your luck, it grows and you become really lucky person. You kind of shift your energy into getting a lucky moments from time to time. Also, the money issues of finance, you put a limit. I don't think I can earn any more than this because such and such from the past data. But when you look around, there's so many people, young or senior, who earn so much more and abundance of the lifestyle they lead. So there is a possibility there for you. So it's putting a limitation. It really stops you from going forward, and putting it's like a fence over your territory that you cannot go over from this area. But the world is so big and the universe is like endless, and the choice and opportunities are endless. So when you put your mind into that way, the conscious level will really free you up. Getting rid of this limitation thought is the one that you need to pour energy into, instead of putting your energy into more of the limitations that you might create. So those past experience and feelings that you're coming from that events in the past are staying with you. That's why you go back and revisit, and you feel this negative energy that contributes to the limitations that you put on your path. So you need to release those past experience that it's no longer apply, because you're now, and the past event is a past event, and you learn and you live through to get certain experience and feelings that come from it. That's good, but that's it. You're done with it, and now you have moved on. So you need to really separate that and release. And to a certain extent, you can rewrite the past memories to the whatever the convenience, the positive way that you like. It's more of the fantasy. Like a past experience is all done, so you can rewrite, you can mold it to the way you like it, because it's all in your memory. Instead of holding you down because of the feeling, you make it to something to move you forward, motivate you. So I consciously think myself not to put limitations, and more of the getting rid of the limitations. And that's how I like it, because putting a limitation doesn't really make your life any better. So when you want to expand yourself, having this limitation is really hinder you from going forward. So just be conscious. Like, you're not going to be getting rid of all the limitation. That would be awesome, but there would be certain limitation. I deal with it every single day, but consciously I pour energy into getting rid of this limitation instead of growing it. So that will lead to you the best version of your life, and you feel so much better, like overall in your life. Okay, so see you in the next video.